6 drivers enter the desert with title hopes on their mind. Only 4 will walk out smiling. 2 will pack up their title bags and head out waiting for next season. Watch out here on Primetime Racing TV for the Sam Maxwell Customs ASRS Truck Series. Next.
Movement Fabrications, Nottingham's choice for custom signs, designs, repairs, and all things metal. Visit them online at airmovefabs.co.uk or find them on Facebook. Air Movement Fabrications, an official partner with Primetime Racing TV. Custom racing shirts, hero cards, paint schemes, and much more. From local racers to big race teams, we've got your back. Based out of upstate New York, Krutz Custom Graphics is the motorsports design specialist, an official partner with Primetime Racing TV. Welcome race fans back to Primetime Racing TV, here tonight with the Sam Maxwell Customs ASRS Truck Series here from the Phoenix International Raceway. Joining me in the booth tonight as always, Corey Silva and Evan Black here, and a new league that we're covering here tonight, and I expect a good show.
Yeah, it's second to the last race of the season in the Elimination Style Championships format. We have 6 drivers in the chase. Actually, only 5 will be present today. But regardless, it will be limited down to 4, so someone's title hope will be squashed after this race is over. The interesting part to see will be who is that going to be.
Yeah, your current points leader after last week is not racing in this series anymore, so the leader, I think Evan Black, has the points for us.
Yeah, I have the points pulled up here, which our leader's not here, so I'm just going to do 2nd to 6th. It's Alan Young, Jim Foose, Devin Serra, Brad Cross, and Jason Stewart is the current chase drivers.
Yeah, the 44 who, get the name already, but the 44, who was that? Again,
Michael Atkins Jr.
Michael Atkins, sorry, we don't have the names memorized because this is the first time we've covered this league, so we will get that in time. He pulled out for voluntary reasons, so again, it's 5 drivers in the chase fighting for 4 spots. You will see the drivers in the chase actively. In the ticker, they will have the yellow numbers, so you can distinguish them.
And also on the track, I believe they will have yellow splitters and windshield banners.
So qualifying is currently underway right now, waiting to see how many more drivers have to run times. Looks like so far 27 drivers have taken time out of about 34-ish in the server, so it is going to be a full field here today.
Yeah, and one thing I'm looking at, our first chase driver, I believe, is an 11th of Devin Sarah.
Yeah, that is correct, Evan.
So top 10 are non-chasers right now.
So being here in the desert, we are at, obviously, the Phoenix International Raceway, a 1-mile facility. You know, the big feature of Phoenix being the wide open dogleg, which in the trucks, I assume, you're going to see the majority of the drivers running down there.
Yeah, I heard in the drivers meeting, the league owner was warning people that when you go down there, the guy next to you does not have to let you up. It's kind of up to him.
Which is a very fair point. You are purposely kind of shortcutting the track there. So if you do choose to run the track, I mean, you're not really at any kind of mercy to allow that driver back on. You may do it for the sake of safety and just avoiding a wreck, but by no means are you authorized or obligated to.
Yeah, and guys on the outside, they don't know that the guy on their inside is going to use the excess room down there, so the guys on the outside really need to be cautious.
I know I, for one, and yourself, we race in VR, so sometimes you can glance out of your left side and you'll see the driver right next to you, and then all of a sudden, he's not there anymore, and that's because he's 75 feet further to the left of you. And then all of a sudden, you exit the dog leg, and then he's right back. It looks like he's going to sideswipe you, and sometimes they do if their awareness isn't as good, but it is really off-putting for both drivers, really.
Yeah, it can get really sketchy.
Still about 5 minutes left here in the practice session. We do want to take note of the title of the race. It is 75 laps in honor of our veterans, the ASRS Sam Maxwell Customs Truck Series, taking honor for Veterans Day. So we want to thank and appreciate all who do go out and serve our great country. We do want to thank you for tuning in again to Primetime Racing TV. This is the first of the races of this league that we are covering. As Brandon said, we will bring you the championship race next week from Homestead and are working on a finalized deal to bring you a full series of coverage, full season of coverage rather, next season. So if you are a fan of this series, looks like we're going to be some friends because we'll be seeing quite a lot of you.
Yeah, I hope we do get these guys, because from what I've seen, they look like a pretty good group of racers from the little I've seen of them.
Doesn't look like anybody is left on track now. Looks like everybody who has made a qualifying, well, intends to make a qualifying run has made one. So it looks like we are just kind of waiting out the 3-minute clock here. So if anybody in chat, looks like we have a couple people going on. If anybody has any questions for us here on Primetime or anything you want to say, please don't be afraid to let us know. If anything you want to see or if any critique, again, we're always open to feedback here. So again, I'd love to see the chat in the room, so let us know, keep us entertained here. And it looks like they have actually bumped the server, which works out for all of us. So we will get you the Primetime Racing TV starting lineup here in just a moment. On the pole here today at the Phoenix International Raceway is Alex Geese with a 26.885. Congratulations to him. Sam Maxwell, title sponsor of the series, in second position. Third position is Ty Hester with Jonathan Holstein in fourth. Then we have Jordan Ashleen, Dominic Lee, Kevin Menges, Jamie Moore in eighth, Jared Haggerty in ninth, and Jared Mogard in 10th.
And then we have our first chase driver, Devin Sarah, in 11th. Then Scott Smith, Tim Giannini. Do you know how that's pronounced, Corey?
I will have to double check on that. I was told
Giovanni, I believe, is how it's pronounced.
And then Chris Titus, Jason Stewart, Alan Young, Jim Foose, Steve Ritter, John Kennedy, Brad Cross, rounding out the top 20.
21st will be Edward Bray. 22nd, Zach Holloway. Then it's Jay Graves Jr., Tim Knott, Andy Veltman, Steve
Buhala.
Buhala, I believe. Then it's Scott Haller, Pat Russia, Jacob Greeter, I believe, Andrew Garles, Stephen Trombley, Richard Fletcher, and Ian Hayes are rounding out the field in 33rd.
Brandon, we may have to change the grid line up there. You always end up getting the most names every single time.
Yeah.
Well, my apologies, I'm not good with names. Also, sorry for the pause, my dryer was going off in the background.
Hashtag real life.
That's always an issue with you, Brandon.
You know, our luxury suite
obviously
here.
We're not in a real broadcast mood.
I was going to say, our luxury suite in turn 2 isn't very furnished.
No.
Yeah.
But as Evan actually did state, you can see on the camera here, the 20, the 24 further on back, they do have the yellow splitter, windshield banner, spoiler, etc. Then again, you can see the chase drivers on the ticker denoted with the yellow number graphics. So, but as we said, they are not starting in the top 10 at all, which is much of a surprise.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised at the first chase drivers in 11th.
So it should be an interesting start. It will be an interesting battle. We have 75 laps around Phoenix International Raceway. One of the chase drivers will not be going for a title next week at Homestead. Let's see who it is. Pace car taking that hard left turn to pit lane, and we await the green flag to get this race underway. And here it is. We're going green in the desert.
The 98 at Maxwell is a little bit ahead on that restart.
Both lanes with a great start. Nevertheless, 98-77 side by side for the lead. Coming into turn number 2, 36 wants to join into the action early, and they all take it low in the dogleg.
As we enter turns 3 and 4, Maxwell in the 98 has the arc on the outside line. That will prevail. It is a lot easier to hold momentum up there, and he will follow suit. And there's contact off 4.
Sideways, 77 hard to the inside wall.
Oh no, upside down.
Upside down, going down the front straightaway, barrel rolling down into turn number 1.
Maxwell, oh my God. Not a lot of drivers actually were involved in that. Oh, maybe only 2 or 3, but the Maxwell obviously got significant damage off of that.
Upside down goes the 98 machine, and that'll lead to a big mess down going into turn number 1 down the front straightaway there. Unbelievable wreck.
Yeah, like you said, Corey, despite what it may look like, not too many drivers really got a whole lot of damage there.
Couple of drivers already bringing it behind the wall for the Knights. Brad Cross dropped connection. Jay Graves Jr. going behind the wall. The 75 machine almost went upside down, and the 98 upside down on his roof, barrel rolling going into turn number 1. Almost made contact with the outside catch fence. He'll come to rest on all 4s.
Yeah, as you can see, Alex Geese just drifted up a little bit off of 4 there into Maxwell's lane, and obviously that was the ultimate downfall for both of them and a few others. So not the start we were looking for today, but sometimes that's just how it is on a tight track. So that will give the lead to Jonathan Holstein, excuse me, in the 70. Dominic Lee in the 18 is in second, and that put Alex Geese down to, well, actually he's down pit lane now. A little more damage to that vehicle than I would have expected. Looks like all in the left front. I think he will be able to get that repaired.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the wall pretty good there.
And the fact that Maxwell is driving that thing after being barrel rolled is absolutely astonishing.
Yeah.
didn't make heavy contact with anything. He, I was doing some test laps in these trucks a little bit earlier.
Were you doing it upside down?
No, the suspension, when you can feel it, the suspension, if you get turned the wrong way, is really, really soft. And very likely for someone, if they get tagged right, to go upside down, and that was one of the things I was afraid of. It's kind of like the old style, well, the old style ARCA bodies, if anyone is familiar with that, and the way that the old Nationwide suspensions used to be set up, very, very soft. They're built to be going left, not right, so the left side of the car tends to be very soft, and they get tagged right, up and over they'll go.
I don't see that many of our chase drivers got too much damage, but I do see one of them, Brad Cross, was not even able to start the race. He's out there now, 4 laps down.
Yeah, Brad Cross lost connection just after grid rolled off, and unfortunate break for him. Maybe he can get enough wave rounds to get back in the lead lap.
Yeah, because as of now, with the 44, the points leader no longer being in the race, if excuse me, who was that? Brad Cross isn't able to get back on the lead lap and in contention, it's kind of an automatic Final Four.
Yeah.
Devin Serra, the first of the chase drivers, through the shenanigans there, was able to break into the top 10, currently in the 8th position, as we hope to get one to go, and we do. Get lined up and ready for the restart here, as we'll take lap number 7 next time by.
Yeah, I only saw one chase driver that really got any damage from that. It's the 24 of Alan Young, which after this race, he would be the points leader because he's second right now.
But the points lead means absolutely nothing after today, because we're going into a winner-take-all race at Homestead.
So once again, these guys will get stacked up, doubled up, ready for the restart here at Phoenix International Raceway. Pace car lights are off on the pace car, and these guys hopefully will get more than just a couple laps in here. And unfortunate break for a couple of those guys. The 98 machine of Sam Maxwell, I can't believe he's still on all 4 wheels driving right now.
Earnhardt 99.7 in Daytona, but here comes the pace car yet again for the hard left turn on pit road. Jonathan Holstein in command of the restart, and he's already gone.
Yeah, the 18 of Dominic Lee was not expecting him to go that early. He did not get going very well at all.
The 70 machine jumps to a big lead out front. They're going to be stuck battling behind them now. The 36 is holding second place. The 01 dives away down low and hope to gain a couple positions. He's going to make his way into the top 4.
Everybody fanning out there through the dogleg and then merging back onto the track through 3 and 4. Gets a little bit tight. Everyone was able to make it through successfully.
The front couple of guys, single file now. The 18 with a head of steam for the second position, but nothing's going to come of it now. The 70 still pulling away out front now.
Right now, it looks like the battle's going on for about the 5th, 6th position and further back. So we have a little bit of netcode issue with Jared Mogard, I believe, up there. But right now, Devin Serra in the 20 trying to move up here. He's making a move on Jared Haggerty. Trying to get him into the 6th position right now. Maybe a bad qualifying run, but maybe he has a good race pace, and maybe he'll be in contention for this win.
I see someone's asking in chat about when the drivers can start to go, and the leader can go whenever he wants as soon as the pace car pulls into pit road.
Normally this league will have a restart zone. However, the designated restart area for this track is extremely small, and it's extremely close to the start-finish line. So they have pushed it back to the point where the pace car drops off to drop the green flag.
Yeah, if I do get the right camera angle, you may be able to see it off turn 4. There are 2 red lines on the wall, but as stated, they are very close, and at that point, it's a very late restart, so it'd be better off not even using it. You can actually see it from this angle right here as they come off turn 4. You can see the little dots on the track as well. It's probably only about 50 feet. But up front here, looks like Ty Hester in the 36 is starting to make some headway onto your leader. See, they both go down to the dogleg there, which probably is going to be the preferred line through that sector of the track.
Yeah, Hester ran about 2.5 tenths quicker than Holstein last lap. We'll see what he can do this lap.
So far, looks like that gap has kind of negated itself out. Looks like we may have a potential battle going on for the third position. Jared Mogard starting to come to the attention of Dominic Lee as we head into 3.
Hester is definitely a little bit quicker than our leader of Holstein right now.
Yeah, the 36 machine starting to make something good happen right now. Gaining on your leader in the 70 machine makes me wonder if that 70 machine kind of wore off its tires now. Hester really gaining some ground on 36.
There's something, guys, we did miss it. I do want to take note of it. Brad Cross has taken it behind the wall. Remember, he is another one of the chasers.
Not voluntarily, though.
Yeah, his connection is really bad right now. He just dropped out of the race.
So,
possible chase implications for that team there, and unfortunate break for them.
So that basically means that Brad Cross will be the one driver getting eliminated. He's 8 laps down right now, or 9 laps now. I can't see him coming back from that.
yeah, so between the 44 neglecting his, spot in the league, and then Brad Cross, we have a guaranteed chase 4. Kind of negates a little bit of the drama we had coming into today, but
our championship 4 will be Alan Young, Jim Foose, Devin Serra, and Jason Stewart. As long as nothing and the caution's on the track.
Looks like it possibly
Jim Foose, chase contender.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, luckily for him, luckily for him, there's not really any pressure behind today anymore, so he'll be able to get going, get back at it. But
He
we'll see what
got
happens.
sideways. Everyone managed to avoid. Looked like the 45 machine went around trying to avoid him, but
good for him, he didn't hit anything.
Yeah, he,
Very.
avoided
Oh my
contact.
God! What a close call by the 21 right there.
Looks like the 45 of... Not sure who that is. Went around too.
I want to go on
45
board
Zach
with. I want to go
Callaway.
on board with Scott Smith here because he had a very interesting drive here, getting by Mogard. I mean, I'm sorry, not Mogard.
Foose.
Foose. Very close call there. Was able to move to the left and avoid him. Good bit of driving right there. But here comes the field down pit lane. We're 16. We've run 16 laps, about 10 or so of them under green. So I do expect 4 in fuel from the majority, if not all, of your drivers.
Yeah, and something we haven't talked about is there's a 60% fuel limit on these trucks.
Evan, you're not going to ask us about fuel load, are you?
So, how long do you think these guys can go on a tank of fuel?
Well, given that this is only a 75 lap race, and I think fuel load at Phoenix is about 80 to 90 laps, so I would expect there not to be many concerns with fuel. I think everybody should be okay. But, I mean, how often have I been wrong?
I see 3 trucks staying out. The 33 of Tom Gianni, the 97 of Andy Veltman, and Stephen Trombley in the 78.
Maybe they believe that they haven't used enough of their stuff up yet to be able to really justify a new set of tires, but we'll just have to see once this run gets back going how they are able to fare.
And the lights are still on, so we should get 1 degree next time.
So we will be bringing you the race at Homestead next week, folks, just as reference. If you do follow this league and you want to see the championship online, obviously the title races are usually always a good watch. You're going to see 4 drivers at a very competitive racetrack, winner take all for the championship, so stay tuned for that. We thought there would be a little bit of drama going on as to who would be that for, but we've already established it, but nonetheless, just all the more preparation for next week.
And if these chase drivers are watching the points, they know that they are pretty much locked in, so they can make some risky moves if they're paying attention to points.
Yeah, it'll be the Sam Maxwell Customs 100 next week, 67 laps around the Homestead Miami Speedway. But like there's still plenty of time left in this race, so we'll focus on that as we head for a quick another restart here. We'll take lap number 20.
So, Light Squad on top of the pace car, the iRacing.com pace car, and once again, these guys will get stacked up, doubled up, ready for the restart here. Shout out to iRacing.com for bringing us this wonderful service that we get broadcast on every week.
So we will see how these older tires are able to fare up front. We're about 17 laps of action on them, so we'll see how that fares. We have new tires behind them, and take it away for the restart, somebody.
So pace car getting ready to make that hard left turn down into pit road. 33 on the loud pedal once again. Green flag back in the air. Huge restart for that front row there.
On those old tires, he wants to get out to the biggest gap possible. And here we go,
oh,
wreck.
97 gets turned around right at the front of the field. Caution flag is
He's able to save it.
He managed to save it. Caution flag flies once again. Unbelievable. I think someone hit him to help straighten him out.
Let's go back here on replay.
Someone got into the back of the 78. No, the 78 just got loose going into the corner.
78 hit him and then hit him again to straighten him out.
Yeah, the 78 just got loose going into the corner.
Oh, he drove it in, I mean, not overly intentional, you wanted to wreck someone, but he drove it in extremely deep. And when he got hard on the binders, that just whipped the back end around.
And he got the 97 loose and then helped him save it. That's pretty nice of him.
But very impressive for everyone to be able to keep those machines under the control they did to avoid stacking up the whole field. That was very impressive.
I do see that one person back in the pack did go around from that. I don't know if he got hit or not. The 47 out of Richard Fletcher got loose and went around.
So I don't expect any pit stops, well, because we just pitted and we didn't even take the stickers off the tires, as my proverbial saying is. Evan has his saying, I'm not Evan, Brandon, he has his saying on the restarts. I have my saying, Evan, you need to get your own catchphrase.
Yeah.
What's my catchphrase?
These guys are doubled up, stacked up, and ready to go back racing.
And then he has a
what's
few
your
for Super
catchphrase?
Speedway Racing.
Why would we pit? We haven't even taken the sticker off the tires. I say that every time there's a restart, and I don't know why people pit, because we didn't even take the sticker off the tires yet.
Oh.
Apparently it's not my catchphrase, but I like to think that it is.
I was gonna say. So, lights on top of the base car still on here, and longer caution laps than I remember here at Phoenix.
Looks like we're about 1 minute pace lap, so...
I guess when you're not in the race car, it tends to feel longer.
The old watching the paint dry adage, staring at the water to boil, but we should get one to go this time by. And the first chase driver is the 20 of Devin Serra. He is in the 7th position at the moment. Remember, Jim Foose was involved in that accident, and then, guys, refresh my memory. Who else do we have in the chase?
Alan Young and Brad Cross and Jason Stewart. Those are the 5 chase drivers.
So now lights on the pace car are out. These guys once again stacked up, doubled up, ready for the restart.
Pace car taking the hard left turn onto pit road, and Tom Gianni will get this race going. Green flag in the air, gets that 2 to 3 truck like to jump. Remember, he's on those older tires, so he needs all the help we can get. Ty Hester is in second, and he did pit, so he should be able to eat him up pretty quickly.
Like a bullet out of a gun, the 36 is on the move, hunting for his target right now. Down into turn number 3, he has the momentum, running a little bit higher of a line.
Yeah, the 36 at Hester is getting a really good run out of the corner now. He's stuck into the inside of the 33.
Side by side for the lead, going into turn number 1. The 36 with the momentum on the low side, hill clear. Now the 33 machine has to watch out for the 01.
It looks like Gianni,
caution. On the speedway. Once again here, these guys will slow it down to pace speed.
Trying to see.
78 goes Stephen Trombley. He just got loose in there in the corner.
And yeah, he same kind of deal as the last time. Coming down into turn number 1, back end stepped out, huge hit to the outside, safer barrier. And he's definitely got something broken in the front end now, I'm sure.
So I believe we will see Tom Gianni pit. He was really getting eaten alive there. He will, yes, he will come to pit road. Oh, and here comes the whole field. No, we're playing games. Couple guys pit, couple guys stay out. Jared Mokard will choose to stay out.
Kind of surprised Ty Hester pitted. So that will hand the lead over to the 0-1 of Jared Mogard.
That it will, and he is on the same set of tires as everybody else. Looks like the first 17 drivers are all on the same set of tires, and then everybody else behind that will be starting on new Goodyear rubber. But that's going to be a pretty good feat to get back to the front, and especially the way this race has been going. We will take this quick opportunity to go to a very quick side-by-side commercial break. We'll be right back with you for the restart. Stay with us. Back here on Primetime Racing TV, getting ready for yet another restart as we complete lap number 30 very shortly. Jared Mogard will be your leader. He has Jonathan Holstein to his outside. And we shall try this again. We've already had 4 cautions for 15 laps thus far, so through the nature of statistics, we should get a good run in at some point. Perhaps this will be it.
We can hope.
The 01 on to the inside, the 70 on the outside, the 01 is counted as your leader right now. Coming to the restart zone, pace car is off, he's on the gas, green flag back in the air, huge run on the restart.
Doesn't look like anybody has been able to kind of time out when the leader is going to go, and it seems like the leader's been going early every time. Surprised that no one's caught on to that, but Mogard is out already to, what, about a half-second lead.
Something we missed is the 20 of Devin Sarah is up to third and battling for second now. He's the first chase driver.
There he is, looking underneath Jamie Moore here off turn 4. Doesn't look like he will have a run. He might get freight trained on the outside by Jonathan Holstein.
He's going to drive it in deep and clear the 27, maybe, not quite.
Right, you expect him to go,
off the corner.
He'll go down to the dog leg and lose that distance on the track, maybe gaining a little bit of time. Does not look like it'll work. And I'm going to give the edge to the 27 here through 3 and 4. The outside seems to be better over there.
Momentum to the 20 car on to the inside, but as you said, the outside seems to prevail. Now here comes the 70 machine. Looking to the outside, can't get any momentum. He's going to pull right up to the back bumper, and now the 39 wants to get in the mix.
All these drivers going at it, and while this is going on, Jared Mogard is out to what is almost a 1 second lead now, so he's just telling these guys, keep going at it. I will drive off into the moonset, because I don't know what to call it. I really gotta think of something for that.
Driving off into the rainbow.
It's nighttime, you can't see rainbows. But here we go for the 4th position. We were talking about Holstein moving up. He is now moving backwards. Jared Haggerty is looking to his inside, the 39 machine. Devin
Sarah is back to the back bumper of the 27 of Jamie Moore. He was trying to take a look going into 3 and 4, but couldn't quite get there.
Haggerty in the 39 in the battle behind. Looks like he kind of washed up the track there, and that allowed him to clear Holstein. Not sure how Holstein felt about that, but he used up some space, made him get out of the way. But as we go back to the 2nd position, as you guys said, Sarah is all over the back of the 27. Looking to the outside here entering turn 3.
Yeah, he's been trying for quite a few laps to get to the outside of Moore, but he couldn't quite get there until just now, and he might have given him a little bit of a tap there.
Contact the rear bumper of the 27 machine. The 20 shoots down on the low side. He'll clear for the 2nd position.
Moore just said, go for it.
Yeah, that was a good idea. He was Sarah was starting to get a little bit aggressive, trying to get around him.
So now let's see what he can do. Sarah wasn't quick in practice, wasn't quick in qualifying, but look at him now in P2. Let's see if he does have anything for Mogard.
The 01 with a huge lead up front now as those guys battle for the 2nd position.
Yeah, he was really good in practice, but he did not qualify very well. He started from the 10th position, so he's done a really nice job getting up to the front.
Here comes Haggerty to the inside of Jamie Moore. 27 and the 39 duking it out off of turn 4. The 27 in the preferred line off of 3 and 4 will prevail. We can tell guys the outside is better in 3 and 4, but where do you want to be in 1 and 2?
Cross flags into the air halfway.
I like how you just ignored Corey's question.
What?
I asked a question and you completely ignored it, so that was kind of rude.
Okay.
We'll neglect it. Let's carry on. The 27 has lost the position to Jared Haggerty. Move Haggerty into the 3rd spot. Evan, well, you heard my question. What is your response?
I really don't know here at night. I ran one earlier in the day, and on the short runs, you really wanted to be on the bottom in 1 and 2, but after 5-10 laps, you really want to be on the outside. So it's probably going to be something like that, but I'm not completely sure here at night, and with how grippy of a track it is.
Yeah, fair response. I really don't know myself. Looks like 3 and 4 does have its preferences, but through 1 and 2, you may have a little more driver preference involved. Going through the field here, looks like we have finally started a single file out. Battle going on. Ty Hester trying to pass Tim Knott. He will succeed on that pass. Battles on the track, the 18 of Dominic Lee and Jim Foose. Remember, Foose was involved in that last caution, and Foose has just disappeared. Little internet issues going on, unfortunately for him. Seen quite a lot of that recently. Not sure if there's issues on the iRacing side or if just kind of bad luck with a bunch of drivers, but we'll back up and follow the battle for the lead. They'll bring up the primetime battle tracker here, and we can tell via that Sarah was a 10th faster than Mogard last time by. Not sure if it was a fluke lap or if consistently Mogard will start to lose his lead, but something we will take note of.
I know for a while Mogard was pulling away, so I don't know if he wore his tires off, but we'll see if Devin Sarah can keep up this pace and catch our leader.
Battle tracker this time by. Mogard had a 10th on him, so it looks like they're just exchanging laps at this point. We'll go back to...
But Haggerty was quite a bit faster than both of them, and caution's out on the racetrack.
Ty Hester inside spun out on the dog leg, and everyone will get through safely. Watch on replay here. See, he's cruising by himself here as we follow him on the front straightaway, entering 1 and 2.
Just got on the apron a little bit.
Yeah, he straddled the yellow line a little too much, and that just got him all sorts of loose. And luckily, there is plenty of real estate here at Phoenix, and where he was by himself, no one really didn't really cause any issue for anybody. So
yeah, he did a pretty nice job to not hit anything.
That brings us to lap number 44. About 25. Most of the leaders have run 27 laps since their last run, so I expect everybody down pit road. I don't really think you can afford to stay out with the length of that last run.
Yeah, but it's only going to be 28 to 30 laps to go once we get back to the green flag. So you might see some gambling of either staying out or just some two-tire stops. It's like 3 drivers are staying out.
Tom Gianni, remember, he stayed out on the first initial caution, but maybe a little more risky call. We also have Dominic Lee and Richard Fletcher. Everybody else is off the attention of their crews on pit lane. See here on the stopwatch here, everybody taking 4 tires and fuel. Mogard will win the race off of pit road. So I'm a little more nervous about this call this time by for the 33, as we said, with the tires being significantly older than his competition rather than just a few laps as they were prior.
Yeah, I don't really think they'll be able to hang on too well. But we'll see, you never know.
The ideal kind of situation for him would be about a 10-lap caution to be able to equalize out, but he would have to be able to stay in the lead until then, and to be honest, I don't think he's going to have the lead past lap 2.
Yeah, it all kind of depends on how the guys around him, if they get going and hold off the drivers that pitted, or the drivers that pitted get by them easily.
So we should get one to go this time by. As Evan alluded to, we are less than 30 laps to go. It's a short race here, so 30 laps should be over in a matter of, well, about 20 minutes of action left, give or take caution flags.
No lights out on the pace car.
And following our chase drivers right now, Devin Sarah is in the 5th position right now.
Yeah, he is the second of those that pitted.
Jason Stewart He is in the 9th position, 9th, 10th position. Jim Foose is in 18th. And who am I missing? I'm sorry, guys. I'm still getting used to these
Jason
drivers.
Stewart.
And the 24 machine of Alan Young all the way back in 22nd. And here we go for yet another restart. We wait for the drivers to wait for the pit car to come into pit road. It has, and Tom Gianni will go on the loud pedal, and there he goes again, getting that customary 3-car length jump that all the leaders have gotten so far.
But Mogard had happened exactly what he needed to. He's gonna try and clear the 18 for second. He's up there battling with him now.
Here comes Gianni into 1 and 2.
Still contact.
Oh, and look at the 18 spinning down pit lane.
Caution
is
flag in
out.
the air.
The 18 got hit by someone. It looks like maybe the 39.
Yeah, he spun out, and close call, almost hit the barriers there, and then almost kind of backed into the track, but very selfless spin, but was on the verge of causing a lot of havoc, but lucked out there. So again, lap number 50.
Looks like the 39 might not have, or the 18 might have just not known that he was down there.
Alright, so we will take it to another commercial break as there was minimal pit stops there, so stay with us and we should be back to bring you the checkered flag. Stay with us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Lights on the top of the pace car are off. These guys once again stacked up, doubled up, ready for the restart here at Phoenix.
Remember, Tom Gianni is your leader. He is on the oldest tires of anybody remotely close to the front of the field now, so as laps tick away and the intensity kicks up, interesting to see if he will be able to hold off at all.
he'll probably make it a lap before Mogard's trying to get around him.
Pace car getting ready to pull into the safety of pit lane here. Leader takes off like once again, a bullet out of a gun. Big shoot.
Mogard did not really get the start he wanted. He's going to have to hold off to 39 for a second.
Yeah.
Side by side for the second position now, 39.01. They're going to dive it way down, and the 39 makes contact with the 20 machine.
Entering 3 and 4, the 39 of Haggerty has the chase driver of Devin Serra to the outside here. Serra trying to regain the third position. He'll have to do it on the outside. Do 1 2 caution. Jim Foose.
Down onto the front straightaway, Jim Foose gets turned by a driver below the apron.
Yeah, that was a line that just does not exist. The 36 machine of Ty Hester.
So Jim Foose gets turned, and I don't think anyone else was involved.
I said big wreck, but it looked like one from my point of view.
Yeah, you think
it looked like it was gonna be.
Truck spinning in the middle of the racetrack. Surprisingly, everyone managed to avoid. Props to those drivers back there, but I don't know what the vehicle on the apron was thinking he was gonna do with that move.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix is
you can run down there.
Phoenix is a flat track, and it's flat enough that you almost can run that line, but almost it ran out there as turn 4 came about.
But it worked out for him. He got by the 42. It just didn't work out how he wanted it to.
Also surprised, guys, at the amount of solo spins that we've seen so far.
Yeah, isn't that like the 3rd or 4th that we've seen so far? Some of them have had help, and some just getting loose into the corner.
Especially with the size grid we have on a very tight track. Again, very surprising that we've been able to see this many solo spins. So kudos to that. But we're now under 20 to go. So I don't expect that green flag run that we were calling before. I don't really expect it anymore with the intensity going to pick up here. Let's just hope that we all come out on 4 wheels.
I tell you, Tom Gianni is loving all these cautions.
Because even though they are under caution, it is kind of putting some heat cycles onto those newer tires to, I mean, a little bit take some of the advantage off. He's still going to be at a disadvantage, but even with these extra caution laps, it will take a little of the newness off those other tires.
Did you say newness?
Newness, that's a word, isn't it?
I'm gonna look that up.
Newness, I've used that. I've heard it on TV before. If anybody is still in chat, look up the word newness. Let me know if it's a thing.
Corey, you are correct. It is a word.
When have I ever not been correct?
The quality of being new or original.
Thank you.
It's also a movie.
Newness?
Yep.
Huh? What do you know? We'll take this quick opportunity to do a quick through the field through the top 20 drivers right now. We have Tom Gianni in first, Jared Bogard second, Jared Haggerty third, Devin Serra, Jamie Moore, Jonathan Holstein, Jason Stewart, Kevin Mingus, Zach Calloway, and Richard Fletcher, the top 10. And then rounding out the top 20 is Steve Ritter, Scott Smith, Jacob Greeter, Tim Knott, Alex Geese, I believe, Ian Hayes, Ty Hester, Alan Young, and Andrew Garrels, the top 20 at the moment.
No, why start on the pace cars? These drivers are getting ready to come back to the green this time.
Again, remembering for those who have forgot, Tom Gianni's tires are 17 lap older than any of his competition. Been 2 or 3 heat cycles on them that they've endured, but still he's going to have to really fight to stay in the top spot with Jared Mogard fighting on those new tires to his outside. So everybody is bunching up here for this restart with 17 laps to go here in the desert in Phoenix International Raceway. There goes the pace car, waiting for the 33 to get on the loud pedal. He's going to take a slower restart, a later restart, and there he goes. Green flag in the air, and everyone is pretty tightly bunched together this time.
Yeah, everyone got a better restart that time, and looks like Mogard might be able to clear the 39 at coming out of turn 2.
Very tight battle.
Most of these guys able to stay pretty close to leader that time by the 39, still trying to fight back on the low side, being very aggressive, but managing to kind of hold his position. The 0-1 pulls away on the high side. 39
kind of washed up there through 3 and 4 with Devin Serra to his outside. Was a little worried he would kind of body slam him 8 wheels better than 4 style. Luckily that did not happen. Moves Serra into the 3rd position, and here comes Jared Mogard for the lead.
We'll see how long Gianni can hold off Mogard. I don't think he'll be able to do it for very long, though.
And I don't know if Mogard's going to be able to hold off Serra, because Serra is right here at the back of this party in some smoker up front. Looks like some lap car had engine damage. He is in the pits, but that just kind of caught our attention for a little bit. Gianni is... I'm surprised. I don't think it's going to hold off that much longer, but I'm shocked he's even stayed in front as long as he has. But here comes Mogard to the outside, to the inside.
Yeah, he's only going to have 14 laps to go, so if he can block, he might be able to make this.
Oh,
no, he won't.
Gianni with some hardcore blocking to the inside. He will have to relinquish the spot, give him some room. Looks like he overdrove 1 and 2 there really high off of the turn 2. Mogard's going to be side by side, cut the dog leg, and he may clear him in 3.
Yeah, Gianni's going to need to really pinch Mogard down to the bottom.
Side by side, still the 0-1 clears, but now here comes the caution flag on the racetrack.
The 19 of Andrew Garrels was involved.
Him and the 47 made contact coming down through the dog leg. The 19 was staying above the white line, and the 47 ducked down to come below the dog leg, and they just made contact.
So what is this going to do, guys, for pit strategy? We're on old enough tires at this point, but we're only going to have about 9 to go when we go back green.
I think you have to stay out, but we'll see what everyone else thinks here. The pit should be open this time.
Yeah, and it looks like everyone is choosing to stay on the circuit right now. I haven't seen anybody break into the pits yet. At least nobody in the top 10. Looks like the first pit road is Jonathan Holstein, relinquished from about the 10th position. So at this point, you got what you got. Your bed is made, and you're going to have to make the best of it.
For a little while there, it looked like Sarah might have been a little bit faster than our leader, Mogard, so I wonder if he'll have anything to say about Mogard winning this race.
It's all about the restart, I believe, actually. Seeing how good of a start the 20 can get in relation. If he could time the jump, I think that'll kind of answer that question.
Yeah, I agree.
So while we're under the yellow flag here, quick shout out to our sponsors, longtime partner with us, Air Movement Fabrications, Nottingham's choice for custom signs, designs, repairs, and all things metal. Visit them online at airmovefabs.co.uk or find them on Facebook. Air Movement Fabrications, an official partner with Primetime Racing TV. Also, Krutz Custom Graphics, custom racing shirts, hero cards, paint schemes, and much more. From local racers to big race teams, we've got your back. Based out of upstate New York, Krutz Custom Graphics is the motorsports design specialist, an official partner with PTRTV. Other partners with Primetime include iBog.co Overlay Graphics, does an awesome job with our channel's overlay graphics, and also Tabor Web Design. Visit us online at primetimeracingtv.com to see some of his work.
Alright, so the bills have been paid, and here we should get one to go this time by, and I think we're only going to have maybe the opportunity for one more caution before this race will end behind the pace car. So hopefully we do run this green, but if we do not, I believe the iRacing cutoff lap should be about 5 to go here at Phoenix, where we will be able to get restarted to some degree.
So if we go green and they reckon first 3 or 4 laps, we should be able to get going again.
Yeah, as I said, I think 5 to go. If there's a caution with 5 to go or more, we will get restarted. Anything less than that, we will finish behind the pace car. So we will get ready back to go racing. Everyone will get stacked up behind the pace car. Remember, on the outside, the 33 of Gianni is on old tires, very old tires at this point. So we'll see if he's kind of a handicap to the outside line or the drivers around him, or if he is able to hang his spot up there.
I think he should be able to hold on in the restart, but after turn 1 and 2, he should probably be holding it up a little bit.
So these guys roll into turn number 3 and 4. 55 miles an hour behind the iRacing.com pace car. It makes a hard left turn down into the safety of pit road. Your leader's on the gas, 0-1, green flag back in the air.
Sarah got a pretty decent restart, but not as good a restart as he was hoping for.
And Gianni really kind of backed up the outside line there, but he will stay side by side for second with the newer tires and the better run. Sarah will move into second, and he's now clear. Let's see if he can do anything, potentially win this race.
The 33 moving way back through the field, losing
Caution is out.
Caution flag.
Big wreck in 3 and 4. And it is a big wreck this time.
66, Edward Bray, hard
big
contact.
Wreck indeed. Wow. The 42 of Jim Foose came across the nose of the 56, it looked like. Jim Foose not having a good night tonight.
See, they're 3 wide entering the dogleg here, and the 56 drove it in way over his head there and actually got into the left rear of Foose, and that kind of stacked up the field from there.
Nevertheless, I mean, I'm not sure if the 56 would have made the corner or not. He was running about a quarter of a lane higher than everyone else was, but they were side by side going into the corner, so it's a tough call to make.
Yeah, without seeing the actual miles per hour reading, but just kind of seeing it from the angle I saw, looks like he just kind of beelined it in there, but then again, I'd have to analyze a little more to kind of give an opinion towards it.
So we'll probably have 3 or so laps to go once we take the green flag again.
This will put Devin Sarah on the outside lane. Let's see if he is able to time the restart out with Bogart to have any kind of chance at this victory.
So these guys will get one more chance at a restart here. This next restart will be the final one of the night, so no matter what happens. They'll hit what Corey likes to call the iRacing cutoff line. So any caution that happens with 5 to go or less, we will not get the race restarted.
So before we get back to the green, who are you guys' picks to win the race?
Bogart. I had to get that in
Brandon?
first.
I think the 20 machine has some pretty good momentum, and Chase Driver, I think he can get it done.
I'll go with the 39 of Haggerty.
Have we ever made a disclaimer as whether or not we were allowed to do duplicate picks?
We can.
It ruins the excitement.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's why I said it so quickly, because I wanted mine.
I need to stop letting you guys pick first.
I feel like Corey just goes with the bandwagon, whoever's in front of the race. Is who he picks.
Hey. You watched Hardline the other week. Wait, no, never mind. I went with the guy who led most of the race. Fair enough. I'll go with the underdog. if you watch us on the Hardline Racing Series tomorrow, I will pick the underdog. Maybe.
You say that.
Probably not. You're gonna forget about it by tomorrow.
Well, if you guys pick the obvious pick beforehand, you will leave me with nobody. So I'll have to go with the underdog. Tag team and beat me to it.
But Evan and I never pick the guy who's leading.
Yeah.
So if you leave me the obvious choice, then I have to go for it. You can't put candy in front of a kid and tell him not to get it.
You chose the candy voluntarily tonight.
I like candy. We banter and digress. Here we are behind the iRacing.com pace car. Jared Mogard ready for what will be the final restart. The chaser of Devin Sarah already guaranteed a position at Homestead next week for the championship fight. Starts on the outside, trying to take the W and get that momentum as we approach that final race. Through 3 and 4 for the final pace lap of the race, waiting for the hard left turn to get this race restarted for what will be the final time. Pace car is in. When will Mogard get on the loud pedal? There he goes, and he has a heck of a jump as Sarah was not ready for that.
Huge jump from the leader once again. 20 dives it in down to low. Not going to make anything happen that time, but he is right towards the back bumper of the 0-1.
I think all things considered, that is the exact restart that Sarah needed to get to be able to win this race.
Coming down in turns number 3 and 4. The 0-1 riding a little bit lower of a line on entry. The 20 looking for the momentum on exit. He has a little bit better momentum coming down exit, and I think the 0-1 got into the wall just a little bit.
As we go through turns 1 and 2 here, you can see Sarah really running a tighter
Haggerty
line.
got loose. Haggerty got the wall.
Oh,
They're wrecking.
Caution flags in the air. That will end this race. Huge wreck down through the dog leg.
Yeah, who's that one? Someone is smoking there.
89 of John Kennedy. I don't know what started all that, but I saw coming out of turn 2, the 39 of Haggerty got up and hit the wall.
The 98 and the 77 got together. 77 slipped up the track a little bit. I think drove it in there really hard going into one.
There was 2 different wrecks there.
Yeah, the 43 got involved. Yeah, I think there was a couple of different wrecks.
Because the 27 got into the 33 after the 39 hit the wall.
Yeah, we're watching the 77 get involved with the 43 and then take a couple guys out after that. But as you guys said, there was another one on top of that. Didn't quite catch that one.
Yeah, involved the 27 and the 33 started that one. But that will end the race.
And I have been quoted in chat, I must pick the underdog tomorrow, so we now have people behind it as witnesses.
And the white flag is in the air, but definitely not how we wanted to see it. We wanted them to be going about 160 miles an hour, not 55.
But nonetheless, we will take this final time through the dogleg under pacing conditions. We experienced 10 cautions today for 36 laps, so that was literally half the race was behind the pace car, so informally the pace car was the victor of this race. So through 3 and 4 for the final time. We give the victory here on Primetime Racing TV for the 75 laps in honor of the veterans here for the ASRS Truck Series sponsored by Sam Maxwell Customs. Victory going to Jared Mogard. We offer our congratulations to him on his victory today and the final 4 who will transfer into Homestead with the opportunity for a championship being Devin Sarah and Jim Foose and
Jason Stewart
and Alan Young. So we will be back with you to wrap up coverage, perhaps get an interview or 2 in, so stay with us. We will be right back in a matter of moments.
When I was 16 years old, I was working at a Goodyear tire store, and my boss actually built an old dirt car, street stock Monte Carlo. Went with him one night, fell in love with it. It was a hell of a race, hell of a party, and a big fight afterwards. I was like, this is it. This is it for me. It wasn't long after that, I was driving an old 78 Camaro out of the weeds at that guy's farm. We pulled that thing out and made a race car out of it, and away we went.
And we're back here on Primetime for the post-race show. We typically at this point would interview all three, including the winner. Unfortunately, we're a little limited on options at this point. Oh, looks like we have a couple coming in, but we will start post-race interviews with Devin Sarah, who finished second and is one of the chase drivers for next week.
Devin Sarah, Primetime Racing TV, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we saw quite a bit of cautions and a few big wrecks. How was your race for you?
Well, overall, I think this race was felt a little slow paced because we had a lot of cautions, obviously, in this race, but I didn't really start good. I started 11th, and that first wreck happened on the front stretch on lap 2, and I really thought, from there it was going to get bigger in front of me because I started moving up. And when I missed that wreck, it kind of calmed down a little bit, and then we had a couple times where it felt like I wanted to, especially early on, I was thinking just pitting for tires when we had those short cautions, but I would stay out there, and luckily most of the field would follow me, and a lot of times it was Jared coming with me, so I felt like had I been a little bit more cautious with the pit, it would have worked out for me, but still I think we had a good shot at the win right there at the end.
Yeah, so you thought if the caution didn't come out there, you thought you'd be able to get him?
You always think that you have a shot to win the race, but Jared seemed like he just had a lot more like off the corner speed than I did, especially in turn 3. And I felt like we could have had a good shot of caution. Like even the caution before that didn't come out. Could have shot the battle there until it would have come down to it. But still a good win on his part. But I know this is kind of new for you guys, but this is my second place finish this season, which is pretty crazy. But we're in the Homestead, and that's all that matters for us. And I'm really happy.
Yeah, do you feel like you'll have a shot to win the championship next week?
Of course. I think we got a really good shot, especially with how we've been running the last couple weeks. And in this chase, I've been near the top 3, or in the side of the top 3, and all of the 3 rounds. So I think we'll have a good shot here to finally win it at Homestead. It's going to be a race of attrition, but we're going to get it done.
All right. Do you have anyone you'd like to thank or give a shout out to?
I'd like to thank Knockback Motorsports. It used to be a 2-man crew, now it's a 1-man crew. Speedco, Haviline, Kmart, Nvidia, Lowe's, and just everybody that's helped me out along the way here. And we'll be ready, so look out for next week. We'll be coming for that championship.
All right, congrats on your second place finish and advancing to Championship 4.
All right, 10-4. Thank you guys, and good job tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so now I'll bring up to the booth the winner today, Jared Bogard, and then we will talk to the other 2 drivers in the chase. Jared, you got a copy, Primetime Racing TV. Oh, Jared, you got a copy? Jared, you got a copy? Looks like we will change that logic. We don't seem to have Jared with us.
We'll talk to him after the chase, guys.
So we will revert to our backup plan. Let's bring up Jim Foose into the booth. Jim Foose, Primetime, you got a copy?
I got you guys.
All right, so the race is over. Based on the matter of attrition there, you automatically were guaranteed your spot into Homestead. So kind of a little less pressure taken off you. Did you have any idea about that? Obviously, you knew about the points leader, but did you know about Brad Cross early in the race to guarantee you your spot?
No, they purposely kept me out of that. And then a couple laps into the race, I asked, and I have a thing here that shows me on the tablet where they are, and he's all the way at the bottom, and I was like, oh, this is going to be an interesting night for us. So I guess we just go out here, we try to get, not that points matter or anything, but just try to get a solid run and just get a feel for what we're going to deal with next week.
Yeah, so we saw a lot of attrition there, a lot of running behind the pace car. It looks like you were kind of at the center or the root of a couple accidents there. A couple times you got taken out or kind of had to make some evasive maneuvers. So kind of talk about the close calls you had to endure.
The first one, I just lost it. I got on the brakes a little bit too hard and just turned the truck around in 1 and 2. And luckily didn't get hit. The second one, I believe it was the 36, was way down below the apron. I mean, we were kind of like almost 3 wide, and he decided to run down there and stick it in there, and I held the yellow line, and I felt that that would be the best thing. I had somebody kind of on my outside, and I didn't want to make an evasive maneuver there to cause a wreck, and then I kind of feel I just got flat dumped in the last one. Not sure who it was, but we were already 3 wide. I backed out of 3 wide and just got bulldozed over going into the turn. But it all doesn't matter. We go to Miami next week, and we got a shot at a championship. So I guess that's the big picture for us.
Yeah, so as you said, you got to Homestead there. Not necessarily a lot of pressure behind it with the attrition, but you managed to trudge through here. You finished 20th. So what are your thoughts there? How do you run at Homestead, and what kind of confidence do you have?
Well, this system is a winner-take-all system, basically, so we have to run for the win, and that's something that at the 1.5 miles we've struggled at. So we're gonna try to find a little bit of speed and try to get on the right pitch strategy, see where the race falls, try to race our way up as far as we can, and then hope that maybe we get to play some strategy, maybe get a chance to bring our Chevy Silverado home with the championship. It'll be my 300th start in the series, so kind of a milestone and a big moment there.
All right, 10-4, brother. Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I just want to say hello to the family. They're kind of going through a little bit of a tough time, so hello to them, and hope everything's all right. All our great sponsors and partners that we have on this team. We got Menards, Brandt, Chevrolet, Chevy Trucks, Twisted Tea, Albertson Stores, Smoky Mountain Herbal Snuff, Southwest Airlines. We had Vegas Strong on the truck a couple weeks ago. So really just all the folks that make it happen for us.
All right, 10-4, Jim. We'll catch you later.
All right, thanks, you guys.
And the final of the chase drivers we will talk to tonight is the 24 of Alan Young.
Alan Young, PTRTV, get a copy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, you're one of the drivers moving into the championship for next week at Homestead. How do you feel?
I felt good coming into tonight, but after tonight, not too good. Tonight was just a real struggle, especially after that lap 1 wreck, but I think we can get it done at Homestead.
Is there anything that you can feel like, maybe you can work on for next week to maybe get that championship in locks?
Yeah, win. I've yet to win in the series this year, and I've been close, so I think that's going to be the key, is just to be up front and win.
Do you feel confident that you may have a shot at winning the championship next week?
Oh yeah, for sure. I got a great group of guys behind me in LA Sim Sport, Lee, John, Ed. I mean, we've put an effort into all 4 of our trucks, and we wanted at least 1 truck in the finale, and I'm the one, so we're going to definitely put all our effort into it, and I think we can do it.
All right, awesome, man, and that's how you do it. Go in there full force with full confidence. Is there anyone else that you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Just my family and my girlfriend and everyone that watches me do this and puts up with it every Tuesday night, but I can't wait for Homestead.
All right, awesome, and hopefully you'll have some good luck going into next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
All right, and we do have a text message from the winner who does not have audio privileges. His microphone's down. He wants to thank his sponsors, Twitchy Race Reports, Kaufman Racing Graphics, Chris Titus, and everyone on Maxed Out. He's just given a shout out, and we offer Jared Mogart our congratulations. So we will get you the rundown today of the final results. Call it a broadcast. So again, with the victory tonight from the ASRS Sam Maxwell Customs Truck Series here at Phoenix, Jared Mogard with the win, Devin Serra in second, Jamie Moore, Zach Calloway, Ty Hester, Jason Stewart, Jacob Greider, Jared Haggerty, Scott Smith, and John Kennedy rounding out the top 10. Then we have Steve Ritter, Tim Knott, Tom Gianni, Kevin Mingus, Sam Maxwell, Steve Buhala, Richard Fletcher, Dominic Lee, Ann Hayes, and Jim Foose rounding out the top 20, and the remainder of the results will pass by on the screen.
So another quick shout out to our sponsors to wrap up this broadcast: Air Movement Fabrications, Nottingham's choice for custom signs, designs, repairs, and all things metal. Visit them online at airmovefabs.co.uk or find them on Facebook. Air Movement and Fabrications, an official partner with PTRTV. Also, Krutz Custom Graphics, custom racing shirts, hero cards, paint schemes, and much more. From local racers to big race teams, we've got your back. Based out of upstate New York, Krutz Custom Graphics is the motorsports design specialist. Other partners on the channels include iBog.co Overlay Graphics, awesome job helping us out, and PrimetimeRacingTV.com, done by Tabor Web Design, and you can log on to our website for a full schedule and to check out some of his work.
So that's another broadcast here on Primetime Racing TV. If you didn't like it, subscribe. We'd much appreciate it if you did. We're about to hit the 200 subscriber milestone. We will be hosting a special event when we do get to 300, so if we get there, please help us get there, and we will let you get details as that arises. Stay with us tomorrow. The Hardline Racing Contender Series will hit the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Dash for Cash. We'll bring you them on Friday as well, and we have a full week of coverage again next week here on Primetime, so stay with us for that. We'd love to have you with us. Signing out in the booth is Brandon Krutz, Corey Silva, and Evan Black. Have a great night, and we'll catch you next time.
Have a good night, everybody.
See you next time.